It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Patriots and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, what have been like in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing a turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they try to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Isaac, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets at 14-1 now on the year. And they kind of got a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and that's good for a Jet first down.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Gun.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. An inside give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Isaac. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The middle they go. Isaac. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll only to get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A handoff for Hall, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll go again with Hall. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now he goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Jones now on third down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go, here we go. 12.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Devin Singletary leading the charge on the ground. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Godden.
Indeed, Coach, thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. 30, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys feel it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is fielded at the 27. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
12, 11, MT, hey,
Now a give, right side. Isaac. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone.
Here we go.
But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's a give to Hall. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
11 Thomas.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Partner, I know the bounces are supposed to equal out over the course of a game, but not so far in this one.
Now this afternoon, the bounces are there, so the scoreboard also there.
Totally reflects it. They've got a big advantage.
Second and goal from the 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Isaac. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Isaac. And this time he is in. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
85 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful.
Here we go.
And that strength was on display there.
On 1st down, Isaac. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now, Isaac.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hall.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
When the convention tells us it's time for them to get up the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now Jones. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Palmer. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is Palmer. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And New York set to take the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Again, it's Burrow. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. His throw caught at about the 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.